Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Boulder Canyon. I am just getting started on here. I'm going to put the hired help going, except that I need to lower down the mower and start it up. And now the hired help is going. Right. I'm going to leave the hired help running up and down the field in there doing the bales. So hopefully they will be able to carry on and won't cause us any problems. We need to get going with our harvest, except that... Let me just do that a minute. I've had quite a few... I had responses about the combine. Right, because I was talking about getting a new combine into here and trying to decide which one to get. Now, I was looking at possibly the Russell Mash. That's a $300,000 combine. And then I would get the header to go with it, which is that Draper Stream 900 right there, a 9-meter header. That combination, we're looking at nearly, well, by the time we get a corn header as well, we're looking at $400,000, which is a lot of money. The other option that I suggested was that I could get this second-hand John Deere combine right here, that bad boy, and a lot of you said, yes, this would be really good. However, some people did express concern that we don't have second-hand headers to go with it. What we've got is a new header. So we're spending, if I was to get a 9-meter header for this one, it's a 7.6 there, that's a 9-meter header there. If I was to buy this 9-meter header for that combine, this is a brand new header going with an old second-hand combine. The header is costing about the same amount as the combine. And a few people said that this is really not very realistic. They don't like this idea at all. And I shouldn't be doing that. Now, I hear your concerns. However, I have gone and had a look, and I've sort of taken. I decided to do a little bit of research. That header right there is 9 meters. That's 52,000. I've got another header. That's 57,000 for a 9-meter header. That 9-meter header there is 67. So this John Deere one here is the cheapest at 52. I hear your concerns, and I went and had a look, and there are plenty of examples around on the internet of people with old second-hand combines running a brand new header on it. It's not common, but it does happen. You know, you have an accident with your combine, and you smash up your header, you're not going to get rid of the entire combine if you can just get a replacement header. So I have seen it. I have seen examples of new headers on old combines. So it's not as unrealistic as you might think. It does happen. So as most people said, that's what you'd like. You'd like me to have the new combine and run the newer headers on it. That's what I'm going to do. So we need to reset our combine to the shop, and that one there is also, we're not actually resetting these to the shop at all, as everybody knows. We are simply putting out the order, and the person in the shop is, reset that one as well. The person at the shop, they've come along and they've collected the machinery and they've taken it to the shop. And now we can make our sale. They're going to check it over and we will be able to sell. So while our tractor is running up and down the field with the baler and doing all of the baling-y stuff that it's supposed to do over there, I'm going to just very quickly run these through here. I'm going to bring that one over there like that, and I'm going to unhitch that one. Put that down there so that one can be checked, and then we can do the same with the corn header. I'm going to pick that one up and drag that one over there, and that one can be checked over as well, and then we can sell all 3 items. We've already got $111,000 here anyway, so with the money that we get from selling these, we will easily be able to cover the costs of purchasing a new combine and the 2 headers that we're going to need. We're going to need a corn header, and we're going to want a standard header as well. Now, I look in here, I get 83, let's just go this one first, $13,000 for the header. Yes, okay. And, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's run back over here. Meant to press, yeah, I meant to tab through the workshop bit, but I need to press R first in order to be able to tab through it. So that one right there is $19,000. Sell that one, and then I've got this one here at $83,500. $83,435. I spent $2 on repair, and now I'm offered $83,433. I'm actually offered less money now that I've repaired it than if I hadn't repaired it. That's oh no, it's now saying $83,425. That's weird. I don't really get what happened there. That's a strange thing has happened right there. So anyway, we want the combine. We've got 227,000. We don't have enough to go. I mean, we'd have enough to say buy that one, but we don't have enough to buy the Rossel mash that I was initially looking at. We do have enough to get this one. This is the one that we're going to get. This one has a 9,200 litre tank. We can go with a bigger engine setup on this one if we want to. It's not actually a bigger engine at all. There's no difference other than the appearance of it. You've got the yellow roof turbo, or you've got the Titan 2 configuration. I'm going to go with the turbo. I'm thinking that we should take the double wheels on this one, except I'm not going to at the moment. We can change those over when we get back, and we're not going to take the GPS. I'm not going to use that. The double wheels, if we do decide to start planting the hill, we'd probably be glad of the double wheels. So let's buy up that one for $34,000, and then we can come out of there, and we want to go this way. Headers in here. So the header that I was looking at was this one here, 9-meter header, right there. It's a brand new one, this is. It's brand spanking new. I mean, looking at the other headers that we've got, they're the same. They're also brand new. All of these headers are brand spanking new, every single one of them. So that's like around a brand new headers. I mean, there is this one over here. That's a 7-meter header. That looks slightly different. It actually looks slightly more robust than the other. That's 50 grand for a 7.6 meter header. This one over here is a 7.6, and that's 25 grand. That's half the price. I'm going to go with the 9-meter header. I want a bigger header. That's one I'm going to go with. I'm going to take that one right there. I'm going to buy that. Yes. $30,000 back. And then I also need a corn header. That's the last one that we want. Now, I was thinking the 9-meter corn header there. And some people did say that for a corn header, you actually want a smaller one. A 9-meter corn header might be a little big. A few people said that it shouldn't really make much difference. The difference between these is the attachments for the combine. So if I look there, that doesn't look a lot different to a standard header. If I look at this one, it looks exactly the same, to be honest. I'm looking at these attachments on here. And there's the extra options that it's got on it. Where it attaches onto the combine looks fairly similar. But anyway, that one right there is $52,000. And then that one is $67,000. That one's $57,000. Or I go with the 6-meter one at $45,000. I'm thinking that I want the 9-meter header, but I like the idea of having the folding header, so I don't have to worry about getting another header trailer. Because the header, if I get the unfolded corn header, I'll have to get a header trailer to go with it. And that one there, I mean, we're looking at 8 grand for that one minimum. What we actually probably want to go for is that one. The class one there, that's specifically for a corn header, and that's 12 grand. That is for a corn header, whereas this is for a standard cereal header. And that's why I would think we would want it. Whereas if we don't do that, if we go instead for the Capello over here, that one, and we got Fendt Classic, John Deere. We go with John Deere coat of paint right there, just so that we've got it matching. And buy that one instead. 67,900. I think that's reasonable. And it also means that we don't have to mess around with a header trailer for it. We are going to want a header trailer for this header right here, which is... Where's the... Oh, it's over there. I'm just wondering, can this combine even fit on here? Or am I going to have to drive it? I may end up having to drive it back. I think I'm going to have to end up driving it back anyway. Just because it's going to be quicker, because I'm going to have to do 2 trips. I can't put the other header on the back. I got no way of dragging that along with me. So I'm going to need to get this one back in the morning, ready for doing the milk. The merchant one. And then I need to get a header trailer. Unfortunately, I have to have a header trailer. I've got no choice. So we need a basic one. That's that $8,000 one there. We will customize that. We will go with the John Deere color again. And we will buy it. There, just like that. It cost $1,000 to get that one colored. I don't regret it. I don't regret it, even for a moment. I like the sound on this one. I do like the sound on this one. This does actually sound pretty good. The colors are, like, it's not very textured on here. It's a little bit flat on the colors, but it's a minor detail, I think. Overall, I actually really like this combine. I'm thinking this looks pretty good. We'll see how it performs in the crop. I need to move it a minute to move this one. I'm hoping it will actually hitch. Yes, it will. There we go. Right, we've got the hitch on there. So we're going to have to drive this back. There's no way that we're going to be able to just drive it like that. Not with the header on the front. And we got to get that corn header going anyway. So let's just whiz that one around like that. Yeah, just touch the corn header. Let's just pretend that I didn't do that. We'll bring you around. I don't know where I'm going to put this thing, because it's definitely not going to fit in the shed. The combine might fit in the shed, but the headers won't. Well, I suppose the folded one will. The other header will have to be stored outside. We have no choice. And you are gonna be a difficult one, aren't you? Let's put you up like that. Need to turn you. Go on. Like that. Right, we are in a slight spot of bother with this. Because it's too heavy. Can I fold? I can't fold and unfold it. But it's too heavy to go on the header trailer. It won't lock in place. See, it just flops over onto its side. How am I supposed to do this? I'm in trouble now. Well, all I can do is, like, try and balance the header a little bit further out, or put the header on that trailer over there and not worry about the header trailer. We'll just sell the header trailer back. That's what we'll have to do. We'll have to sell the header trailer back. We'll put the header on this trailer over here. That one will go on there. I'm going to have to make that a bit bigger. I'm going to have to drive the combine back separately, so we're going to have to take 2 trips. That's what we're going to have to do. It's going to have to be 2 trips. This one is coming along very, very nicely. We've got a nice lot of bales in the field. It is leaving some little patches here and there, but generally speaking, I think it's pretty good. It's definitely leaving more patches than other mowers that we've used, but I'm still quite happy with that one, so we'll leave that one where he is. I'm going to need to just hitch in this trailer and extend out the bed a little bit so that I can get that header onto the transport trailer. The standard header trailer just doesn't work with this header, unfortunately. I'm a bit disappointed with that. I am a little bit disappointed with that, but that's just how it is. That's what we'll have to deal with. Of course, the other option is that I get rid of that header and I get a different, more standardized one. Because, I mean, let's have a look. This header right here, I mean, that all sort of plugs in on there. That all seems right on there. I don't know if this is a newer version of header, like having this bit where it's all sort of loose and floppy like that. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, we could check the other one, but I guess this one seems alright. I can move that bit in and out like that, and that will extend out like that. You know what? I'm just gonna. We'll just go with this one. We will just go with this one here. We won't worry about having anything extra. So what I'm gonna need to do here is extend the bed out. We'll go out about that far, I think, and then is that right? That's actually pretty good. I think we can do that, and then we'll bring you over here. So I don't want to quite climb up onto that trailer, and he's really wide here though, isn't he? I drop you down like that and then take it off of there, and the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is like the size of that thing. That seems to be scraping the ground, which makes me think that going over uneven ground is we're going to end up having some difficulties. Yeah, and that's got full collision on the front there. I think we're going to struggle with this header. I think this header is going to end up causing us more trouble than it's worth. So we're going to get rid of this one, and we're going to buy a standard John Deere one. I just think it's a more prudent idea. We're just going to throw it off like that. Yeah, it just the way that that's touching the ground, just flat as it is, I think that's going to end up causing us some problems. So we're going to sell that, 27,000. Unfortunately, we are losing a bit of money on there. There's not a lot that we can do about that. Let's go back this way and go into the headers. So yeah, we spent 35. That just cost us $7,000, which is not cheap. 7.6 meters is the option that we've got. Now, I'm very tempted just to take a draper. Very tempted to just go with that one. That's 12 meters. That's 12 meters. That's a 9 meter. This is only 7.6 meters, which is considerably smaller than what we were running. It is bigger than what we did have. We had that one, which was 4, so we have got almost double the width, which isn't bad. It's just not 9 meters that we were just looking at. That one's 9 meters. Very tempted to get this draper and run that one in. I mean, have we got options on here? This is the Russell Mash Draper. Doesn't look like it's really, like, I don't think that's going to fit very well, is it? And then we have a look at this one here. That seems a bit better. It hasn't got the big long extensions out on the front. Are there any other options on this? Oh, it wasn't 35, it was 30,000. We lost 3 grand on it, not 7 grand. There are no options, so we can't get rid of these bits. We can't, like, alter them, tweak them, or anything like that. Go and buy it back now that we've just sold it. Alright, you know what? We're going to go with this. It's 50 grand. It is 50,000, but I think it's the better option. I think this is the better move. Getting that one there. And then I've got that header trailer that I need to do something with. And, well, what we could end up doing is using the header trailer and then doing what I originally said I was going to do. Is just drive the combine back as it is. Bring you back up. Let's turn you like that. Let's smash the spout off on the fence back there, because why not? Now, let's see what you're like lowered down to the ground. That's more like it. Like, that's higher up. That is higher off the ground. My concern now, though, is that it's going to be too high and we're going to miss bits of crop. But we'll deal with that if we need to, rather than worrying about it right now. So, still doesn't like this, but then none of the combines have liked these trailers. I've noticed this with any of the combines in this game. These header trailers have caused issues for people right from the very start. And because of that, I'm not going to use the header trailer. I'm just going to sell it right now as it is. I'm not even going to take it over to the thing. We're just going to get rid of it. These header trailers have been causing issues for people right from the very beginning of the game. Sell that one. Yes. Okay. And it's been a genuine problem for quite a few people trying to get any headers to come off of the trailers. Like, unless you've got really big combines, you just can't lift the things up. You don't have, like, the reach on it to make it work properly. So this header here, we will deliver that one. We won't use a header trailer. We don't need to around the farm anyway. So it's only just for, like, the delivery is really the only thing that we would want the header trailer for. Let's turn you around a little bit like that and lower you down onto there. And there we have a decent header on our header trailer. Now I want to go back over this way. Get that header loaded up onto this combine right here, like that, and then I gotta drive this one back. So I'm gonna have to just drive this one back myself. What happens if I try to unfold? I don't want to unfold the front bit. I want to unfold the combine. Oh, it doesn't. I'm wondering what happens about where the grain thing is. It doesn't look like the grain tank has very much capacity for anything at all, for any grain. Now, which way is faster? It doesn't matter now about the bridge. I just need the fastest way home. I think that is the fastest way home. It's going that way. That is quite a bit longer on the road, isn't it? So we'll go this way. I need to get you back, and then I need to get the truck back with the header on it as well. I suppose I could have stuck the header on the header trailer, dragged it back to the farm, and then sold the header trailer. I don't know why you didn't yell at the screen loud enough for me to be able to hear you through space and time in order to be able to go and do that. This will be fine. We'll run back with this one, then we can come back, we can get the truck, and we can... That delivery will be made. This one's being delivered as well. This is... But we're not going to get this. This is... we're out... You remember, obviously... We're in the field right now doing our baling. We're doing mowing and baling. We're just going backwards and forwards doing our mowing and baling, doing a grand job. And this is entirely the work of the person in the shop bringing this. He's doing his delivery work. Perk of the job, he gets to, like, do deliveries occasionally. Let's try and stay on the road, shall we? He gets to do deliveries occasionally, and he just gets to cruise along in his John Deere's, in the new machinery, just looking cool, and generally enjoying the view. I mean, you got to admit, not a bad old job sitting in a machine like this, just chugging along the road, making a quick delivery. I guess if the weather is too hot, then yeah, maybe it's not quite so nice. Well, it does depend on the air conditioning quality in the cab. Alright, if the air conditioning in there is alright, then yes, it'll be absolutely fine. It'll be wonderful. Let's have a look in cab and see what this is like. That's an old machine, that is. That's dials and levers, that is. There's no rockers, there's no sort of, like, the levers and everything for doing that. There's no onboard computer there. No onboard computer to see here. I have no idea what it'd be like to drive one of these with the sort of side-mounted cab. Absolutely no idea what that would be like. No clue. I've only ever driven one combine, and that had the traditional approach of the cab being in the middle. So I don't know what this was. I reckon it could be interesting. I mean, certainly it would be easy enough to see on the left-hand side where you were heading down the side of the crop. It'd make that a little bit easier. But out on the other side, it's just going to, like, tweak that. It's going to be slightly more difficult to see exactly where you're going, that sort of thing. I don't suppose it's going to be a huge amount of difference, really, is it? Let's go back in cab. How are we doing in here? It's a slow old process driving this thing. Straighten up a little bit. We got a new radio in here. They have at least given a new radio in here. I'm going to take a shortcut. I'm not going to go all the way around the road. I'm going to shortcut round over this way. And I'm going to do this in cab just to see what it's like to do, because I don't do very much in cab. I don't particularly like doing in cab driving. It makes me feel a bit queasy. But I'm curious what it's going to be like doing the in cab driving with this one. It seems to be staying reasonably steady. Like, we're not being thrown around in it. The machine is joggling from side to side, but it's not making us jump up and down, which I kind of quite like. That is quite good. So we're going to come whizzing down over this hill here. And then... easy does it. I'm going to go in round here. See if I can do this without slowing down. And see if I can do this without actually driving on anything or into anything. Looks like I can. There we go. Right, combine delivered. Back to the yard. There we go. And that's that one. Right, I won't be doing very much more in-cab driving. Probably won't be doing any. It's a hydrostatic drive on this one. She realised. I guess that's the yellow lever up there then, is it? Is that the drive? That must be the drive. I would assume that that yellow lever on the side there is the hydrostatic bit. I don't know. No idea. Anyway, what we need to do next is we need to go to U. And we need to get this header trailer. Let's pull the back of the trailer in a little bit like that so that it's got less free movement. Not header trailer. I said we need to get this header trailer. We need to get this header. Just the header, not the... there's no header trailer. We need to get this one back to the farm so that we can start harvesting our wheat in the field there. We need that because partly we need the cereal, mostly we need the straw. The straw is the kind of important bit here. Now, having the bigger header, almost the double width of the header, means that it should be a little bit quicker for doing everything else. Like, not only is it going to be quicker doing the actual harvesting work, but it should be quicker to do the straw. Yeah. That's not very convenient. I can't do anything with that. I can't get that back on without a combine here to lift it back up. Forklift isn't going to do anything. I'm going to have to... I'm thinking probably the best thing for me to do at this point is reset the... I should just go slower. I'm going to move that one over to there. I can't believe that. Actually, I can believe that. This is me we're talking about. I can easily believe it. We're going to have to get the combine. I think if I reset the combine to the shop, I can just come out here and I can grab it. And do it that way. I'm going to leave the truck here a second because we may be glad of the truck before I do anything else. So let me go here. Oh, this is fantastic. Right, reset you to the shop. Yes, okay. And go to this one. And then go and get the header. We have to put it back on the trailer. And then I gotta drive the combine back to the yard again. Because of my hideous mistake. And I was thinking, you know, I went and bought the header and then sold the header and bought the header trailer and sold the header trailer and this cost us money. Although technically this shouldn't cost us any money because this happened before it was delivered to our farm. We'll write it all off as delivery costs. And this is behind the scenes today of what goes on with deliveries when the person who's doing the deliveries is not paying attention to what he's supposed to be doing. I was thinking I would just come along and pick up the header and then drive the rest of the way with the header on the front of the combine. However, what I'm also thinking is that we might not be able to get across the bridge with the combine and the header as it is. That's the one thing I'm thinking is that this header may not fit across the bridge if I'm just carrying it with the combine, which is why I stopped the truck where I did. Because if we do find that, then I can use the truck to just come and grab this trailer and we can try again. For now, though, I will start driving with the combine. And we will see if we can actually get across the bridge with it like it. I don't think it's going to fit. Don't think this is going to fit across the bridge. The rest of it should be alright. And we'll take the shortcut again. We'll come down across the field. That's just been freshly cut. It's dry. There's no danger of anything getting injured, and it's not going to damage the field or anything like that. So on that front, I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy to go and do that. Let's knock the road sign over and ignore the truck. Right. Judging by the width on the road here, I'm starting to gain a small amount of confidence about getting across that bridge. We might be able to do it, which means that in tomorrow's episode, we will be able to actually start doing our harvest, which would be great. It would be nice to actually put combine into crop and get going with it. The mowing is still continuing apace, but at this rate, we're going to finish the mowing before we even get into the field with the combine. Now, some people said that I should leave the hill as grass, continue to do that as grass so that I've got a continual supply coming in for the cattle, and do the top half of the fields for the combine. And I kind of like, there's sort of pros and cons to this idea. Partly, I like it just because, yeah, you know, it's half of it, and I think it's a good idea that we have the more level area. I just don't like the great big rock being in the way of the combine and all of the jobs that we have to do. Like with the grass, at least with the big rock, it's sort of once, and then that's about it. Okay, we can easily fit across the bridge with our brand spanking new combine. We've also run out of time for today's episode, so we will have to leave off here and then get back down to the farm in our next episode. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please hit down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.